Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Now, Travis Kelce, if everybody doesn't know, is a Clevelander from Cleveland Heights. And when she did this interview, she dropped some information that she was releasing a new album, and then the internet's been kind of like up and down on her ass because it seems like she's been in her own love bubble and going through these things, but yet she hasn't really been vocal about the issues going on right now in this world and whether or not she really cares to even express it. And then there is these, because we're from Cleveland and KitchenTalks, it's a very small community here, and we hear everything. And we know a lot of people. And we know a lot of people who hang out with them. And the people who hang out with them are Republicans.
Whoa.
Flat out Republicans. And I'm going to put it out there right now. They are. And I don't know on what. I will not.
But they're Republicans for all the shitty reasons to be a Republican. They're a Republican because they have money and they want to be vaguely racist and they want to keep their little bubble the way that it is and whatever. Like, they're not Republicans. They're not crunching the budget. And they're just fucking rich assholes. But, no, look.
It makes you wonder if, like Taylor Swift. Where does she stand on that? How do you date somebody who is a centrist or somebody who is, or maybe is a Republican if she claims that she's a Democrat?
I have friends that are raving, wild, liberal, leftist feminists that date Trump supporters. Fucking, what? I don't know. Fucking love blind, man. You like who you like. I don't get that because it's not for me. We've had people on here that we've talked about and talked to in our chat section and stuff that are like, yeah, my husband's a Trump guy, or, oh, I was dating this guy and I found out he likes Trump. Sometimes that stuff doesn't come up until you're in too deep. Mm-hmm. I will say this, you kind of have to take people at their word, and yes, Taylor Swift's a billionaire, and yes, billionaires are bad, and blah, 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 and God knows I don't like any of that stuff. But she's also registered thousands of people to vote. She also has made political statements in the past. So until she
Donald Trump still dogs her.
And Donald Trump
He's
still
such
dogs
an
her out.
ass.
Maybe she's just trying to keep her head down because she doesn't want to get death threats and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, she is a person.
Yeah, but hold on. You have the President of the United States who literally said Taylor Swift is not hot. And yet her boyfriend at that time, who was all happy that Mr. Trump made his Super Bowl. And it's just like, huh?
Well, I don't know.
It's just like, what?
But who cares? Like, people are complicated. It's not, I don't know anything about Travis Kelce other than the fact that I think he's a giant fucking douche. I only know the way that he carries himself. I see the way he conducts himself on TV. And I'm a Bills fan, so fuck the Chiefs.
What is a douche? How does he act like a douche? Let's explain what a douche is.
The things that he says and the clothes that he wears and how he carries himself. But honestly, this is all rich people shit, and I don't fucking care about any of them. The only reason that I don't like Travis Kelce is because he plays for the team that keeps my team out of the Super Bowl every fucking year. So
why hasn't he played for the Browns? I mean, seriously.
Well, I mean, who would want to go to Cleveland? But no, look, Taylor Swift has done a lot. She's arguably the least of the worst billionaires. Does she have to go out in the street and burn a flag and fucking... I don't know. Everybody's got to figure that out for themselves. I guess you got to let people be who they are. I do understand not wanting to be in Donald Trump's crosshairs, especially with the psychos that run in those circles.
Yeah.
So, and the verdict's out on this Kelce dude. Maybe he's a super Trumpy guy. Maybe he keeps it quiet. Maybe he just doesn't care about politics. You gotta let people be who they are until they give you a reason not to.
Right. Hold on. I do want to point out, though, that like energy attracts like energy. You know what I mean? If we're all energy, if that's all we are, you got to go where that energy flows. And that's where I feel that's where everything gets blurred with everybody from the outside looking on in. You know, because especially with Cleveland being such a tight-knit community, especially in the club scene, you know, everybody knows everybody. I mean, I've partied with everybody that he hangs out with, you know what I mean? So like, and I know where their politics are and where they stand. So if he's hanging out with those people, then they must share the same shit.
But that falls into the same category. Like, I hung out with people that are pretty shady and done some scandalous things in their life. That doesn't mean that I have. Like, I don't know, sometimes you grow up with people and you go different ways, but you're still friends. Like, maybe you don't hang out every weekend, but you still, that's your buddy from high school or whatever. Like, it's not,
there's a lot of people that aren't even doing that. You understand, a lot of people, especially, you know, people of color especially, we don't play that shit.
That's
you know,
fine.
we don't play that shit.
I'm telling you that a lot of people do.
But that's the fake shit.
It's not fake shit. It's just not worth an argument. There's people, I went to school in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I'm 100% sure that some of those people are probably Republicans. I see them once a year or talk to them once in a while on Facebook, and I'm not going to fucking get into it with them, because why would I? Not every hill is worth dying on.
I'm not saying you can't be when you're around them. I'm just saying going outwardly, hanging out with them. This is what we're talking about with
Rich trumps everything.
So just rich trumps everything. Okay?
Money trumps everything.
So be mindful of that. That maybe that's where Taylor's at. Maybe her riches and her love trumping everything else she talked about 4 years ago.
I think it just gets pushed to the side because you got to live your life too.
Right.
So, I don't know. And look, fucking...
I mean, like I said, I've never...
I don't care. I don't care about any of these people.
Just had to bring it up because you know what? They're in our neck of the woods. So I do want to talk about it because, you know, it's, you know, it's a pretty big deal, especially with the landscape of politics today and friendships. And there are a lot of people that just won't mess with people who don't share
it's interesting. It's interesting to see a billionaire get married. She must really like this guy.
Right?
I know he's got money, but guess what? She's a billionaire. Right. And if they get divorced, he gets some of that.
Yeah.
So,
unless there's a really tight-knit...
No such thing. Even the best prenup in the world, you still got to give them something.
As long as I don't think she should get married in California because that's where you get... that's where they'll screw you. I think you need to get married somewhere like here.
But it doesn't matter. Even if you have the best prenuptial agreement in the world, fucking, you still got to give them something. There's no nothing. That doesn't exist. So, very interesting on that level.
Anyway, comment your thoughts below and hit that subscribe button and follow us on Kitchen Talks on YouTube. Thanks, guys, and we will be back doing live maybe tomorrow.
Whatever.
Tomorrow. All right. Bye.